Good evening, this is forecaster Nick Mason from the Storm Central Weather Team giving you an update at about 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 on the East Coast, 8:30 in Mountain Time, and 7:30 way out west in Pacific Time. Just wanted to give you an update on tomorrow's forecast. How's it looking for your everyday travel plans? We'll start out in the northwest. Unseasonably cool in Seattle, Tacoma, looking at a high of about 43. Usually about this time of year, it's about this cool, rainy, always rainy in Seattle, as a lot of people know. Moving down the west coast to Los Angeles, Long Beach, Santa Barbara area, about 70 degrees. Pretty nice day, a little bit of Santa Ana winds, nothing too major to worry about. It'd be a pretty nice day if you're living in Los Angeles. Good day to go for a run, what have you. Heading a little bit more to the southwest, desert southwest, looking at a beautiful, another warm, dry day in Phoenix. 80 degrees, dry heat, low dew points. 80 degrees is going to feel pretty good on the skin in Phoenix, just enough to warm you up. It's not going to be a wet heat, it never is down there. Moving on to the mountain region, specifically the Rockies. Unseasonably warm, I would say, in Denver. Seasonably mild. About 60 degrees in Denver Metro. Up in the mountains, obviously going to cool off to near freezing during the day. But in Denver proper, Mile High City, about 60 degrees Fahrenheit, looking like a pretty nice day. Moving on to Omaha and the Great Central Plains, about 46 degrees, a little bit chiller than we're used to. Overnight lows in Omaha and overall in the Central Plains are really going to dip down there tonight, simply because we don't have much winds, very little cloud cover over the Central and Southern Plains. Lows are going to drop to about maybe 25 degrees tonight, so it is going to be, we have had a hard freeze, technically dropping to about 28 degrees, but this is going to be the real hard one. 25 degrees is very cold, and that's going to kill your plants rather fast. So if you have any sensitive vegetation, even though there's not a freeze warning out over much of the Central Plains except for southern Kansas, go ahead and pull that vegetation in. Moving north towards Minneapolis, very cold day in Minneapolis tomorrow. High of only 32. It's gonna be a cold one. Waking up to temperatures in Minneapolis, maybe as low as 16, 17, probably in the city about 20, because it's gonna be a little bit warmer in the city. But if you're living in those suburbs, I would definitely get that vegetation out, because this will definitely be the last hard freeze. A little bit farther south, through the mid-Missouri Valley, I would say. Chicago looking at about high of about 38. It's going to be another raw day. I would see for a high that's unseasonably cool in Chicago. It's not going to be an awful day. If you have to get things done, it's possible. But that brisk northwest wind hitting your face, it's not going to be a fun day to be outside. Moving towards the southeast, looking like a pretty nice day after that storm system moved through. As we know, we have damage through Louisiana, through Mississippi, Alabama, back towards Atlanta, Greenville, South Carolina, up into North Carolina. Even a tornado warning right now in southern Virginia. So that tells you how far this has gone, all the way from Louisiana all the way up to Virginia. Going to be a nicer day after that storm system rolled through. Cooler temperatures, a little bit of sea breeze, leftover moisture and things coming through. So maybe from Charleston to Tallahassee line southward through about West Palm Beach. You guys are looking up against a chance of thunderstorms. By no means going to be a rain out. Not going to be a rain out. Not going to ruin your whole day. Maybe a 15-minute brief shower. That's going to be it. Miami looking at a high about 75. Moist day. Nice day to go out, work out on the beach, whatever you may do with your time out there. Moving on to the northeast through the mid-Atlantic, Washington, D.C. Going to be a chilly day with about 45. Not real cold. Nothing that's going to really harm your day. It's going to be partly cloudy. Overall, pretty nice day in D.C. New York, big city, Big Apple. 52, right on about average. Light winds, a little bit out of the northwest, gusting to maybe 15 at times. Nothing too serious. Overall, not a terrible day to live in the U.S. tomorrow. Only place that we're looking at as some really heavy rain chances would be northern Florida through southern Georgia and South Carolina, and even at that looks like not a washout. So overall, looks like a pretty nice day in the U.S. This has been Storm Central forecaster Nick Mason with your Storm Central update for temperatures and moisture on the 16th at about 9:30. Looking forward for the forecast of the 17th. Thank you so much.